I think you look at what's at stake in all the games for all the teams at this point in the year. They're all meaningful games, and we know that, and we're in meaningful games, which is very important to us. Tonight we went down, in the first 10 minutes there to a goal from a little bit of miscommunication along the back line, but the response from the players was fantastic. I felt, when we went in there at half time 1-1, that the second half we could come out and play better than we did in the first half, which I think we did. We executed, we got off to a good start, and I thought the goals tonight were all well executed by the team and all the players involved.
You talk about them bouncing back. Does it mean a lot because even with 78 minutes left, you still kind of know, what's at stake, kind of you have to win, you kind of have a chance to make the playoffs, and just being able to rebound, not to give up a goal out early? Yeah,
no, look, I mean, it talks about the character of the players. We said that before. The one thing I think if you look over the body of work of, for many years, the players are going to fight and scrap to the very last whistle. I think that's something we believe in as a group every year, and it's something that these players have been able to do. And tonight was no different, and they scored early enough that there's a lot of time for us to get back. If that's with 10 minutes left, it becomes a totally different game. And you've heard me say this before, goals certainly change games, and also the timing of those goals can have a massive impact on the match. But there was plenty of time left in that match today, and the guys got themselves composed, and I think we perhaps could have come in with a lead at half time and didn't, and so we knew we had to execute better the second half, and that's what we did, and we got the 2 goals reward for it. And then ended up against a very scrappy Las Vegas team. They were not going away either. They were working extremely hard too, and that and pretty much they've got nothing to play for within their season in terms of playoff ambition. So fair play to them and their efforts, but just extremely proud of our players and their character tonight.
You kind of sounded late last season. You saw a glimpse of what he could do in the playoffs. I guess it's just more him having a whole year and being healthy, kind of what he's able to do.
Yeah, look, I think everyone's job on the team is to try and get on the end of those balls that get played in, and tonight he certainly did and took them very well. That's his job. He works extremely hard to get into position for the team, but the team are working extremely hard to get him the ball in those positions. So it's a collective effort, and Ever's responsibility is to get on the end as many of those balls into the box as possible, and tonight he was able to do so.
And then Lance, kind of the same thing this year when you signed him late season. He's kind of doing whatever he did last year. Do you kind of feel like you kind of have the magic touch in that regard?
No, it's what we look to do is always try and find players that can make an impact and help our team. And Lance has certainly come in and done that, and we're extremely pleased for him. And hopefully, long may that continue with his performances as we look to continue to push for the playoffs.
Coach, you've spoken in recent weeks about how you have to rely on other teams to get into the playoffs. How much did it help tonight not having to worry about Swope in St. Louis because they just didn't play?
Yeah, we know we have to rely on other results, but we're not worried about their performances. We can only concentrate on ourselves, and we've said it before to the locker room, just said it again. 3 weeks ago we said, look, we can only control the controllables, and we have to make sure. The position we're in, we have to make sure we win one game at a time, and we know we need 3 wins, and you can't get to 3 wins without getting to 1. And this week the message was you can't get to 3 wins without getting to 2. So right now we can't get to 3 wins. We put ourselves in a position to be going to earn 3 wins next week, and there's no guarantee. RGV is a very good team that has maybe had a little bit of misfortune this year in terms of games, but they'll come extremely organised. They're very honest. So it's going to be a very difficult derby game next week. But now, our players know that, and we need to prepare ourselves after this evening, get ourselves relaxed and calm back down, and then obviously prepare for RGV appropriately during the course of this next week.